Okay, so it's been a little bit, but here I am, ready to question Vestrum Tobias to the depths of his knowledge. Let's do this.
Excuse me.
Well, yeah, I mean, we
Do you
want to get
mind
home
if
at
I
some
ask you
point.
some questions about Arcadia?
Is that what I meant to press?
I will try my best to answer any question you may have, April.
But, okay, Arcadia's good.
What's the history of Arcadia?
There is so much I do not know where to begin. In truth, it would be wiser to ask someone else, unless you wish to know about the Fathers, the Balance, or Mudhoppers.
What are any of those things?
Mudhoppers?
Good, April.
My secret passion. I study them. They are a most fascinating species. Most fascinating indeed. But I am not
like
practically
crickets?
versed in the intricacies of history, I'm sorry to say.
Really? You seem like one of those keeper of history kind of guys. So we're in Marcuria. Marcuria is a city in Arcadia, the realm. I got this.
What's Mercuria like?
I have lived in this city all my life, and still it amazes me what a diverse, exciting, and wonderful place it is.
This squeaky
Many
lantern.
have called Marcuria the jewel of the Northlands, and they are right. But it is a diamond in the rough. A city this size can never be flawless. There are always shadows, and people who hide in them. Lately, the shadows have grown and darkened, and I fear for the future. But Marcuria is still a wonderful place to live.
Oh man, can you make that lantern stop?
What else can you tell me about Mercuria?
Marcuria is the capital of Irene, the
Oh, no.
unified country.
More nouns.
And we are located on the southern coast of the Northlands, halfway between Tyran and Khorasan.
Should I make a map?
Between the Snapjaw and the Gatebeast, some might call it. Between the embers and the fire.
But which is which?
Yet democracy and peace have reigned for thousands of years now, and although relations may at times be strained with our tyrant neighbors, the High Council are masters of diplomacy. And Lord Igvandellan is a firm and just chief counselor of the Iridan flag.
Good for him.
Tell me a little about Irene.
Irene means both unification and assembly in High Tongue, and many still call Irene the unified country, even though it is an age and a half since the lands of the north joined together in alliance. Irene stretches from the plains of Nedra in the north to the Great Sea in the south, and from the territories of Tyran in the west to the thick woodlands in the east. It is populated by humans and Dolmare, Tyran and a number of other races. It is even said that a tribe of Venar have a ring of trees in Riverwood, though I am not sure that is anything but a myth.
You're not expecting me to retain any of this, right? I think Vinar is a relevant thing that we will learn more about later.
What are the Northlands?
The Northlands is a collective term for all the lands north of the Great Sea, and south of the border mountains including Irene, Tyran, and Khorasan. Before, however, the word Northlands was used to describe this entire continent, including the territories north of the mountains and the icy wastes beyond that.
Guess we disowned those.
Some still prefer the latter interpretation of the name. And to the people of the Southlands, anyone hailing from north of the Great Sea is a Northlander regardless.
Thanks for the information.
I'm glad I could assist you.
Okay, I think all the cities we've learned about have been Northland cities. So, yeah, I apparently pressed 3, so that got this option. But let's start at the top, because we do want to be able to get home at some point.
Do you know a man named Brian Westhouse?
Westhouse? That old goat? Yes, unfortunately. What would you with him?
I need to find him.
I do not know where he lives. I hear somewhere on the outskirts of the city by the sea, but I cannot tell you any more than that.
Okay, who can tell us?
Who'd know about Westhouse?
His whereabouts? I do not understand what you would with him. He is rude, uncultured, and ignorant.
Cortez told me to look him up.
Sounds like the opposite of Cortez,
Well,
though.
I do not know where he lives or frequents, but someone at the market may. He trades merchandise there, and I think he collects maps of the Northlands.
Ooh. What was that noise? That was like a point noise? I want a map. Wait, who am I supposed to see about
Who
him?
did you say I should see about West House?
Sorry, guys.
The map merchant at the
Oh,
market may know.
okay.
There is one thing I must tell you, however.
Oh,
Few would know Westhouse by his real
why is
name.
it hyphenated?
In the city, he is known as the Rolling Man because of his strange two-wheeled vehicle. A most dreadful and dangerous contraption if I ever saw one.
Does he have like a motorcycle?
A bicycle?
Oh.
Perhaps. It has a grotesque appearance, much like the Westhouse himself.
Okay. So we talked to the map guy and refer to the Rolling Man. So I may have actually needed to click that. Okay. Yeah, what about Cortez?
What do you know about Cortez?
Your mentor? What has he told you about himself?
Nothing.
Not much. Nothing, in fact. He's a complete mystery to me.
To learn something about someone, the best way to go about it is to ask them yourself. There is nothing I can do to enlighten you.
Oh, come on.
But who is he?
He is who he is, what he is. If he has not told you himself, then perhaps he does not wish you to know. It would be improper for me to divulge his secrets.
He has secrets, you say?
You're as bad as he is. No offense. It's just frustrating.
I understand. The next time you see him, tell him what you have told me. Maybe he will tell you the truth, maybe he will not. It is his choice to make.
Man, I'm glad April also has no patience for this. I don't really want to ask. I'm pretty sure I asked all the questions about Arcadia. I can ask this, though. I'm supposed to see Westhouse for that.
How am I supposed to get back to Stark?
I think he said he didn't know.
The only way to get back is through a shift. You are a shifter, April, and the power to travel between worlds is within you.
It might be within me, but it doesn't look like it's coming out anytime soon.
I wish I could help you, but I cannot. You must find the path on your own.
Okay, I don't think there's anything in here, but I'll double check.
Can I ask you some more questions about Arcadia?
Why, certainly.
Thanks for the information.
Perfect.
I'm glad I could assist you.
Okay, as far as dialogue goes, that was relatively quick and
I'll
painless.
see you later.
You keep telling me so, and I do believe you.
That's good, I think.
Oil lamps, or whatever their magical equivalent may be called.
Does this annoy you too, April?
Oil lamps, or
No. Same as
enormous satin drapes.
all the lanterns are the same. Okay, so now we actually get to explore Marcuria, and that'll be super exciting. Since I sort of cheated before. He told us to explore the city and I didn't. So there's the stalls. I can look at the fountain.
The whole fountain's been carved in one piece from a granite-like material. Very impressive.
That is pretty cool. So yeah, stalls, fountain, city. Guessing that's all the same thing. There appear to be two guys like sword fighting or possibly playing ninja. I'm not sure. Possibly both. But I'm gonna check out the stalls first since they're right here. And besides, we need to talk to the map guy. April? Okay, you're over here. So, what have we got here? What's over here?
In a world without the screen, that's what passes for entertainment. And it's pretty darn good.
There's something a lot more magical about seeing an actual person dance around like a crazy person, as opposed to just a YouTube video of it. Oh, you look like a map maker. And it's a bird. Cups game. Cups handler. And a head. Oh, let's look at the head. Oh, April.
Wonder
Hi.
if that's supposed to be anybody in particular, or just any old head.
So I have the high resolution April model. So let's come back here.
Big surprise, I'm still here.
I'm thrilled for you, April. No, move over here. Stop it.
Wonder if that's supposed to be anybody in particular, or just any old head.
She's not gonna get up close again. Still though, it's actually not as bad a model as I've made it out to be, I think. So, and I like her style.
That's a particularly sleazy looking merchant. I wonder what he's selling.
Isn't it though? Look at the bird.
What a sorry looking bird.
Hey, you don't look too polished yourself, lady.
Oops, I didn't know you could talk.
Didn't look as if you could talk either.
It's like the mockingbird from King's Quest VII.
It's a talking bird.
Like a drinking bird? Okay, well let's talk to the cups handler. He looks like a trustworthy gentleman.
Want to test your skill and perception with a game of cups? There are prizes to be won.
Let's just chat first.
Mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Time is money, so make it quick.
Jeez.
What do you know about Vestrum Tobias?
Vestrum Tobias, eh? The High Priest of the Sentinel himself. Did you know they call themselves the Fathers? What a joke. When was the last time they did anything for us, the people? No. They are only interested in sticking with their outdated customs and keeping their secrets under lock.
I like Tobias.
I'm getting more and more inclined to listen to these new people, the Vanguard. Their ideas appeal to me. They may be radical, but we're past due for a change. Only thing I don't wholly approve of is their alliance with the Tyrant. Filthy, dangerous people. But the Vanguard seem to have them under control, so I'm not too worried. I wish they wouldn't allow them into the city, though.
So, maybe it's just me, but I don't think I'd really trust any group of people called the Vanguard. How do you think about the map guy?
How do you get along with your neighbor?
The maps merchant? We've faced each other for 6 years now, every single day, and he never speaks a word to me except to insult me.
Not sure I like you either.
Nose high in the sky. Calls me a charlatan, as if he's the guardian himself. You know, good oversized bag of wind?
I'm sure he can hear you. Oh, this is something I wondered about. Since science can't accept magic because magic doesn't exist in a realm of science, but can magic accept the existence of technology?
Do you know anything about Stark?
Guess we'll figure it out.
Not much. I'm not too sure if I even believe in the place. I mean, you hear the stories and you read the books. Well, I don't, but some do. A place where there's no magic, only science? Sounds like a bloody paradise, doesn't it? I mean, with my, skills, I could make a killing in a place like that.
I love that. What's this entire realm like?
What's Arcadia like?
What a queer question that is. What's the world like? It's big, for one, and too expensive. And they should ban Dalmari women from gambling because I swear, they have a second sight.
Thanks.
Now, how about a game of cups?
That sounds perfectly harmless.
What can I win?
Well,
I like this head.
There's coin, of course. Double your bet or choose from a wide variety of exotic prizes. Like this antique Domari canter from Guyenne. A superb replica of Mount Tyranny cast in pure solid iron.
Don't know where that is.
A magic walnut from the once glorious island kingdom of Anciel. And this, unique bird. Get me out of here! Keep your beak shut, you scraggly piece of... And he talks! Great for feasts and for the amusement of infants. He's our top prize, a real keeper.
Obviously. Okay, how do I play?
How do I play?
You put your coin down on the table. I put a cup on top of it and shuffled it around with the other 2 cups. And all you have to do is guess which one hides your coin. And remember, no magic used and none allowed. This amulet right here will light up if you use magic. Then you'll be banned. For life.
Okay. I am broke, but let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Just place your bet, investment, on the table and the game will begin.
About that. Okay. I guess that's the end of that conversation.
My
talk-
intuition tells me
Maps.
that he sells maps.
Good job, April. There we go. I got a better look at her. She's got facial features and those hands look pretty good. No, I was giving this model way too hard a time. It looks pretty good. I mean, especially for 99. That's pretty detailed for a face. Okay, let's talk to this guy. Let's talk about the rolling man. Maybe this douche over here.
Maps, I got maps. Can I interest you in a map, miss? Top-notch, hand-drawn in quality ink by skilled sunwriters. Ain't no better in all the Northlands.
I'm sold, man.
How much are your maps?
That depends, miss. I got a very nice one here of the border mountains for only 6 arons, fresh from the quill of a sunwriter. Maps, get your maps here.
What about the
Do
city?
you sell maps of the city?
Can't help you there, miss. The Guild of Tourism has monopoly on city maps. I can tell you're not from around here, or you'd know that.
Oh, yeah.
Got tons of maps of all the Northlands, though, from the city of Tyron to the Bay of Fire. Maps!
Where can I find the Guild of Tourism?
It's a good question.
They're closed for the holidays.
No.
Sure, that makes sense.
Okay, I'm sure this is not the right question, but let's ask it anyway.
I'm looking for Brian Westhouse.
Briar west of house. It's not on any of my maps, and I've never heard of it. Maps!
It's a man, not a place, Mr. Brian Westhouse.
I would most certainly remember a name as queer as that, and I don't. Get your maps while they're fresh.
Can you tell me where the Rolling Man lives?
Maybe, maybe not. Why?
I want to know.
Because I need to find him.
Sorry, guild rules. I'm not allowed to divulge any personal information about my customers. Maps!
What guild? Can I be in the guild? Can you tell me if I'm in the guild?
I really need to know where the Rolling Man lives.
Sorry, can't do.
Please? Pretty please?
Back to your eyelashes.
No, young lady. Don't give me that doe-eyed look. Don't. Blasted be the balance. You're giving me that doe-eyed look, aren't you? I still can't tell you, though. I got maps.
That never fails. Please.
Please tell me where the Rolling Man lives.
No, can't do, miss. I can't divulge personal information about my customers.
Oh, what's this?
You're late again. And you know what else? You're fired! Give me back the delivery list and get your sorry blue skin elsewhere!
Do you need a delivery girl? I can do
Hired
deliveries.
Hell, bah! Never hire a Dolmari to do a human job.
What are you gonna do now, without a delivery boy?
Hire a new one, of course. Blasted be the balance. That means I'll have to pay the damn fee to the Guild of Merchants. Damnation!
Lots of guilds here.
Maybe I could help you out.
You? How?
I'm quick, honest, and reliable, and I've got a lot of experience in the service industry.
Do they have industries in Arcadia?
Perhaps a female errand boy could work. If the Guild of Merchants don't find out.
I won't tell them if you don't.
Mind the pay is not much, only a single errand per delivery, plus whatever tip the customer may see fit to give you.
It's not bad. I mean, it's more than we have now.
I'll take the job, if you want me.
Agreed. Maybe you'll even bring in some new business. Here's the delivery list for today and your first map. It's for the captain of the White Dragon. Nebeve, I think his name is. You'll find him in the harbor.
Perfect.
Oh, and remember to have the customers sign the delivery list. The guild are sticklers for protocol. No signature, no money, no new jobs.
Bye now.
Maps, fresh, detailed, life-saving maps.
Okay, so let's check this out. What do we have? Oh. So, what's this? One map of the Sea of Songs to Captain Horatian Nebeve of the White Dragon. Map of Sean Gaegriel to the Wasteland to the Rolling Man. Yeah. One map of the Northlands to be delivered to Tunluck at the Journeyman Inn.
One map of the Sea of Songs to Captain Horatio Nebeve of the White Dragon. Interesting spelling.
That's what I was gonna say.
A map of Shangegriel. Changangriel? Why can't these magical worlds have place names like Boston, London, or Kansas City? It's always like Loth this and Irid that. Like, cut back on the consonants already. One map of the Northlands to be delivered to Tonlyak at the Journeyman Inn.
Lyak. Okay. Well, so we've got Captain
It's a map of the Sea of
Nebeve's.
Songs. I was told to deliver it to Captain Horatio Nebeve.
So we've got to get to the coast. Bird. So presumably we can get there from the city. I hope we don't need a map of the city to navigate it. Because that gosh darn Guild of Tourism. Those bureaucrats never get anything done. Marketplace, city gates. Well, what do we got here?
Stout guardians of the city. Wooden, but stout. And that blue fire is way cool.
It is pretty cool. I forget what element does that. It's like different salts burn at different colors. I don't remember. It was always the first demo they did in chemistry in
The
high school.
walls look ancient. Marcuria must be at least as old as anything back in the real... in my world.
Alright. Unfortunately, April, this is all so real. Potassium was a pretty color. Okay, get a little faster.
This guy's selling musical instruments. Most of these I don't even recognize. But he's got a drum in there and what looks like half a guitar and a couple of dried rabbit carcasses. Ugh.
How could you even... Got a nice beat, though. Can we talk?
I'm not in the market for an instrument at this particular moment. Still, good to know where to get one in case of a musical emergency.
Hate those musical emergencies. They sneak up on you, you know.
This lady's selling fresh fish. I've never seen fish like this before. But if it's wet and has fins, fish it is.
So that's about it. Merchant.
This guy's selling lobsters, crabs, eels, and... What the hell is that purple thing? That is so not appetizing.
Ah, the docks. That sounds like a good place to find Captain Nebeve. Nebeve. That music.
Blue fire. It's either propane or magic. I'm guessing the latter.
I guess we can't go that way. Guess we can't go that way. Man, there's not much on the screen, is there?
It's a lighthouse, much like the ones we have at home, except this one, of course, burns a blue fire.
Of course. But what else would it burn?
The size of these galleons is truly breathtaking. And there are dozens of them, not to mention a number of smaller
Oh
vessels.
my.
Mercuria must be a very important and very busy port.
There are a lot of ships. Let's go out to this one. Oh, we can go to the small pier or to the ship. Guess we're going to the ship. Actually, let's go to the small pier. It's closer.
I wouldn't feel too comfortable about sailing anywhere in that. It's like a toy boat for children.
Oh, okay. Hello.
The old man and the, ocean? Looks like a lifetime at sea has left its tracks on him.
And it be looking like a lifetime of shooting your mouth off be taking its toll on yous.
Oh. You really shouldn't say these things out loud, April. Hi?
Hello, old man.
That's good.
I got me no treasure, and I got me no map of no buried treasure. I just be an old sailor with no ship, so leave us be.
You got a little dinghy. And a pipe. It's not bad. So what's up?
What are you doing?
Mending nets, of course. What it look like I be doing?
Smoking.
I'm not well versed in maritime customs.
Mar what? Ah, yous mean sea life, do you not? Ah, the smell of the salty sea, the lapping of waves on your ship, the spray of cold water on your face, plump maidens in every part. Aye, I tell yous, I be having stories about the sea.
Do we want to hear these? Well, that's what's in the chest first.
What have you got in that chest?
What chest?
One you're sitting on.
The one you're sitting on.
Oh, that be no chest, girl. That be me stool. Aye, me stool, carved into the uncanny likeness of a chest.
Not sure I believe
What's in
you.
it?
No priceless treasure, that be for sure. Nothing at all. It be empty.
Uh-huh.
No, really. What's in the chest?
Oh, live snakes. Aye, snakes that'll bite your face off before you have time to jump. Better leave them be, then.
I'm still curious about that chest.
Right. I be telling yous, curse the balance, girl. You never give up, do you?
Not as long as those dialogue
I be
options
having
change.
no real treasure in here, like I told ye. But it be where I keep me personal articles and things I be picking up now and then on me travels. And me bed, it's where I be keeping me bed before I be losing him. I be a stupid old man. He be my best friend. I ain't nobody else around to talk to, you see, on account of him being a talking bird.
I feel like we've seen a talking bird before.
What happened to your talking bird?
I be cheated out of him. Aye, that cups handler on the marketplace be cheating me in a full game of cups, and I be having to give me bird up to try to win me money back.
You mean he's not entirely
what
on the
happened?
level?
He be taking me bird when I be choosing the wrong cup. Aye, my best friend taken from me. Cursed be the balance. I be all lonesome now.
Aww.
The worst part is that me bird is now a prize to be won. A prize in a cups game. Beat the handler thrice and you win a prize of your choice, me poor bird.
What's your bird's name?
Okay.
Bird.
Oh,
I think next time we'll ask him about his maritime stories. It'll be fun. See you then.